Dharma Path presents Buddhism and the Quantum Field, Episode 3, Accessing Theta, Opening the Door to Change. Hey, I'm Ted Vieira. I hope you guys are doing great, and welcome back to Dharma Path. In the last episode, we talked about the conscious and the subconscious mind. How the subconscious, it's like a tape recorder, constantly playing the beliefs and patterns that we downloaded early in life. And then we asked an important question. If positive thinking alone just is not enough, how do we actually change the programming that's running our lives? That's what we're going to explore today. Just talking to the tape recorder, that doesn't work. If the subconscious is like a tape recorder, then trying to change your life with positive thinking alone, it's like talking to the tape player. How do you think that that's going to work out? You tell it what you want. You explain why things should be different. You repeat affirmations over and over again, but the tape just keeps playing. Why? Because the subconscious doesn't respond to logic or persuasion. It responds to state. I'll explain. To change what's playing, you don't talk to the tape. You record a new one. This brings us to something very important. Beta versus theta. Pretty sciencey, huh? Most of our waking lives are spent in what is called beta brainwave activity. Beta, it's thinking, analyzing, judging, comparing, planning. Beta is useful. We need beta to function in the world. But beta mind state is also where our conditioning runs automatically. It's where that old tape plays uninterrupted. Now here's what's interesting. Through EEG research, we've learned that for the first several years of our lives, the brain operates primarily in theta. In theta, the mind is receptive, the imagination is open, the analytical filter, it's quiet. Learning happens through observation, not reasoning. That's why early experiences are so powerful. They're recorded before we have the ability to question them. And while we don't live in theta all the time as adults, we can return to it. Now theta, it's not magic. No, but theta, that's your access. This is really important for you to understand. Theta is not a magic frequency. It doesn't guarantee change, and it doesn't work the same way for everyone. What theta does is it reduces resistance. It softens the grip of the thinking mind, and it allows us to access the deeper layers of conditioning. Theta doesn't force transformation. No, it makes transformation possible. That's a big difference. Okay, there are a few natural doorways that can help you get back into theta. Let's start with hypnosis. Hypnosis works by deeply relaxing the body and narrowing attention. The analytical mind steps aside, and suggestion becomes more accessible. This is why hypnosis can be effective, not because someone is controlling you, but because the subconscious, it becomes more reachable. Creativity. Creativity is one of my favorite ways to reach theta. Creativity, it's one of the most natural theta states that there is. When you're immersed in music, immersed in art, photography, and writing, time dissolves. Self-consciousness, that fades. You're not thinking about what you're doing. No, you're inside it. This is why creative expression can be so healing. It bypasses the inner critic and speaks directly to the subconscious. But today, I want to spend most of our time on the doorway that I know best. Meditation. This is the most direct path to theta. For me, the most consistent and profound access to theta has come through meditation. And I want to be very clear here. Meditation, it's not about forcing the mind to be quiet. It's not about controlling thoughts. It's definitely not about achieving some kind of magical woo-woo state. Meditation is about changing your relationship to experience. When you meditate, the body slows. The nervous system relaxes and attention moves from thinking to observing. As that happens, brain activity often shifts naturally from beta toward alpha, then theta. Not because you're trying to make it happen, but because the system, it softens and allows it to happen. Why meditation can help reprogram the subconscious. In meditation, something subtle but powerful happens. Thoughts still arise, but you're no longer so controlled by them. Sensations arise, but you're not reacting automatically. You begin to notice patterns instead of being run by them. This is exactly what Buddhism points to when it talks about right view. Right view, it's not adopting a new belief. It's seeing more clearly. When the mind quiets, old programming can loosen its grip. And when a belief is seen clearly, not argued with, not suppressed, it begins to lose authority, and that's how real change happens. This is where you can start to record the new message. Make those changes that you want to see. But it's not just about thinking about those changes, no. It's about physically feeling, as though that change, it's already been made. Feel that you're already living that new reality. Just let that sink in. Literally feel what it feels like having that change already in place, as though you're already living your new reality. This is important stuff. Really give this some serious thought. Embrace the feeling of that change, that new reality. That's the potential, right? That's the potential of the quantum field. It's not woo-woo. No, that's science. Okay, just a gentle reminder here. Everyone's path is different. What works deeply for one person may work differently for another. This is not about finding that one right technique. No, it's about discovering what helps you access that stillness, that receptivity and awareness. Theta is not something that you chase. It's something you allow. Okay, let's go ahead and close this out. Hey, I appreciate you being here for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it does help you at least get an introductory understanding of how this stuff can work. You don't change your life by fighting your conditioning. You change it by becoming present where the conditioning lives. Meditation? Yeah, meditation is one of the most powerful ways to return to that place. Gently, honestly, and with compassion. Hey, if you did enjoy this video, I would love for you to share it with someone else that you think might be interested. And remember, quantum physics, man, it's not woo-woo. No, it's science. For dharmapath.net, I'm Ted Vieira, and I'll talk to you next episode. Thanks.